welcome back to Twisted Stitches. My name is Tammy. How's everybody doing? Today is July 31st, 2020. Today is Friday, which is when I usually do my regular podcasts. On my podcasts, I talk about crochet, fiber arts, a little bit of knitting, and I like to throw in a little bit of life updates, things that are going on in general, just life in general. I figured it's a good way for you guys to get to know me a little bit into my life. Today I am wearing I forgot about this shirt, my Star Skull shirt. I like this shirt. Anyway, I figured, we were doing skulls all last week. I was talking about my skulls and showing you some things, and I forgot about this. I love this shirt. It's so light, and I think I got it at Walmart for like $5 last year. I don't even remember. But anyway, okay, so a little touch on what had happened on Tuesday, why I missed Tuesday's talk. Basically, I know a lot of you know that I have some really bad teeth. I was talking to you guys probably, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago when I was talking about how maybe in this fall coming up, fall or early winter, that I had to figure something out because I might miss a little bit of time because I am in the need to get some mouth work done, namely dentures. I have very brittle teeth and they're falling apart, and no matter how clean I keep them, no matter what I do, they are just doing their own thing. There's not much I can do about it. Oh, that door is open because my dogs keep wanting to come in here today. They're up my backside. I don't know why. So, sorry. I digress. So, on Monday late evening, I had a cup of tea, and I believe I was having a piece of celery. I'm not 100% sure, but it was a piece of celery. And I bit into the celery, and I felt it right away. I knew one of my teeth had gone. And the problem is that I am also trying to figure out how to not show my mouth as much. I might as well be honest with you guys. There's no sense of hiding it because you might as well just know anyway. My left lateral, not the big one, but the one right next to it broke off. It was one that had chipped a few months back, and I've been kind of babying it, trying to keep it in my mouth, for as long as possible. But it actually broke, and it didn't break off all the way. Usually, if it doesn't break off all the way, I can play with it enough to remove whatever's in there. This time, whatever it was hanging on to was just a little bit tougher than usual, and Tom had to go in there with a little pair of needle nose pliers, and he had to help it come out, and it was painful, and I was swollen, and it's still painful, and I'm also down here, have another one that's acting up. So anyway, very long story, sorry guys. I think I have enough money put aside now for my dentures, and I have a few friends that have given me some information that they personally know of, like their brother-in-law or brother had gotten some dental work done at this place or has a pair of dentures from this place, and I am in the process now of making my phone calls and getting everything set up so I can get it done. I was hoping it was going to wait until maybe the end of October, beginning November sometime, where I could have done this, where I was hoping at that time maybe the corona stuff would have been calmed down a little bit, because this got really bad where I knew I had no choice anymore, right at the peak of when everything started and everything went on lockdown. And as a matter of fact, it was on lockdown. I couldn't even go see a dentist back then. I guess if it was actually, I didn't, because when I had an infection a few months back, if you remember, I showed you pictures of my mouth with my infection, my face swollen. I couldn't even see a dentist then. I had to just go and get antibiotics and, basically wait it out. So now there's no sense in going in and just having one or two teeth fixed. I literally have less good teeth in my mouth than bad teeth right now. So, that being said, I'm sorry, that's why I missed on Tuesday. I was just not feeling very well. I was not feeling very well because of that. I'm still also trying to get used to the fact that I have an empty spot there and that my inner gum is constantly rubbing. So, you know how that goes when like you're a little kid and you play with stuff. I'm trying not to, but it is happening. So that's basically what had happened, and I'm so sorry for missing, guys, but no, I wasn't like regular sick. Thank God. I'm not going to complain about that. I very rare get regular sick. It's usually stupid stuff like this. So that's what's been going on with me. It was a pretty busy week. I got the thing that I was doing done for to help out somebody, so that's done and off and on its way to its new home. I did a bunch of what I needed to do for the shirt that I am working on right now. And I have been also working on the baby blanket and the SisLove cowl that Reggie at J Hook had done. I didn't make it in time for the deadline. I just had way too much on my plate to get everything done. So, I am going to still finish it, though. It's going to go kind of on the back burner for about another week and a half or so because I've got to finish the blanket, the commissioned blanket that I've been working on that I've shown you a few times. So that has to be done. As a matter of fact, the person is looking to pick it up by Wednesday, which should be no problem. Once you know the pattern, it's very easy, and I'll talk about that in just a second. So that's basically everything that I've been up to this week, just dealing with this and, just basic, everyday life kind of stuff. So what's been going on with you guys? Has everything been good? Oh my goodness. Guess what? Guess what happened? Just real quick, I have a couple of things that I'm expecting in the mail. They're unboxings for a yarn club that is for July, and I've been waiting for it, and I knew it wasn't going to get here till now, As a matter of fact, I don't even have Knit Crate. I don't know if you guys have your Knit Crate yet. I haven't seen anything. I did get an email. I don't know if all of you who have Knit Crate got the same email with their apologies for being late. I get it, it is what it is. Hopefully it'll get here soon so I can see what the yarn is and then maybe decide if I'm going to spend any money or get anything with the coupon that they sent us, for this month. I want to see what it is before I purchase any more. I want to see if they even get it in. They keep getting emails. Sorry, it's not in yet. Okay. So, now I got a P.O. box a while ago just to make sure that if I wasn't home or I was busy, whatever, that anything that I had coming to me, any kind of mail, no matter what it was, but especially like packages and stuff, wouldn't get stolen off my porch, like off my front porch. I didn't want it delivered when I'm not here, and then I worried about it coming up missing if I wasn't here to get it right away. So, funny thing happened on the way. So yesterday, which was Thursday, I had to detail a bike, a job, so that was okay. When I was at that job, I got an email and a text message from USPS that my package had arrived, and I was so excited. I was like, oh good, it's a hard day, it's hot, whatever, but I'm going to go get my package and then, take my shower, and maybe I'll film and maybe I'll upload it yesterday for the unboxing. Well, suffice it to say, I went to the post office and nothing was in there. There was no key in my box. There was no package, no nothing. So I was like, well, maybe it got there, but it was there too late to actually get delivered into my post office. Into the box. You know how that goes. So I was like, all right, so today, it'll be there. Great. So I get up this morning, got ready, and I was over by my post office box by 10:30, 11 o'clock. I know that they say that all the mail is delivered into our post offices, into our individual boxes by 9:30. So I figured, well, I'll give it till 11 o'clock, and I'll go see. So went, see, not there. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. What's going on? So I get in line, and I talk to the girl who wasn't the normal person there. There's usually two one guy who's younger than me, who's always there, and then an older gentleman, and they kind of know me, you know, when I come in. So I don't even know if I've ever seen this girl before. So I told her, I said, look, I've got a text message and an email yesterday saying that my yarn was here. Can you check and find out what's going on? So she's like, well, are you sure it's not just, I don't know, something or another? I said, no, if you hit the tracking, it says it's been delivered to my post office, my address, post office, yesterday. I said, so now today it should definitely be here no matter what. So she goes in the back and fiddles around for 3-4 minutes, comes back out. Whole time I'm like, oh Lord, Murphy's Law, Tammie, here you go again. She comes out, no, I don't see anything, I'm sorry. Okay, so you don't see anything. Now what is my recourse? If this says it's been delivered and you say it's not anywhere and it's not in my box and I don't have a key, now what happens? Can you tell me what to do next? No. Okay, so no what? No, you can't tell me what to do next. No, you don't know. Are you a deer stuck in headlights? Come on, honey, please give me a little something. So, and I'm a little bit upset, of course. And when I say a little, probably a little bit more than a little. So she goes, well, we're the sub post office of the main branch, which is, I don't know, maybe 3-4 miles away from me. And she goes, you'll have to go speak to a supervisor there, because our mail goes there first, then gets delivered to us. And we, okay, fine, great. So I was like, I'm not driving up there right now. I'm not in the mood, and I'm getting very angry. So I came home and I called to that post office and I talked to the supervisor, and he goes, I give him the tracking number and he says, oh, it's been delivered. I said, well, no, sir, it has not been delivered. I said, I was just at my post office. I just talked to the girl there, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole story. Oh, well, can you give me your number and I will see what we can come up with? I'm like, I was like, okay, so what happens if I don't hear from you? What happens if you can't come up with something? What happens next? I'm like, can somebody please tell me what I'm supposed to do next? Because this is a specialty yarn. It costs me money and it's one of a kind. So once it's gone, it's gone. I can't get it anymore. So can somebody tell me what can I do? I mean, I was figuring worst case scenario, I mean, at least I would get my money back, I guess. I'm not sure. And I would just be out of July's club and I would have to wait until August to open August's. But suffice it to say, I'm very upset. I come home and I'm in a bad mood. I mean, I was thinking to myself, I have to come on here and talk to you guys. I'm already upset about things that are going on in general in here, you know, in this part of my life. And I'm like, now I have to go on to do a podcast and I'm kind of in a bad mood. And I can't tell everybody that I won't be there today because I'm in a bad mood. And I'm thinking to myself, oh Lord, no, not today. Not today. And so anyhow, I guess Tom had seen how upset I was. And he's like, don't worry. I was like, no, you don't understand. You know, men, they don't understand. I mean, I guess if it was a one-of-a-kind tool that you just could never ever get again unless you get it right then and there, and they had to have that tool, then maybe he would understand. But I know, I can understand that he didn't understand where I was coming from. So I guess apparently he had to go up to the store for me, and I guess apparently, well, he did. He asked me, he goes, give me the tracking number and the phone number, the supervisor you called. I said, all right. I said, well, there's no sense of calling. He goes, don't worry about it. Just whatever. So, okay. So I guess he calls, and I don't know if it's because, you know, it's still a man's world in a sense, no matter what. Usually 9 times out of 10, depending, especially here in the South, I don't know about up north anymore. I haven't been there for a long time, but a lot of times if I'm like going to make a phone call and it's an older gentleman or whatever, sometimes you get that, oh, don't worry about it, sweetheart, I will blah blah blah, and you're kind of like, condescending much? Okay. So apparently Tom called And Tom, I mean, you guys had seen him. He's a big guy. Plus, he has a very deep voice. And when he gets in that taking care of business mode, his voice gets deeper and, like, he goes from being jolly type Tom to, I'm done with this BS. So I don't know what happened, but I mean, within less than 10 minutes after Tom left and made his phone call, I get a call from the supervisor and said that they found my yarn, or they found my package and it's in my post office box. Okay, whatever. I mean, I'm glad I have it, but what happened to it? Nobody tells me anything, so I guess I'll just never know. You know, it's just what it is. But anyway, so that I figured I'd tell you that little story. That was today. That's my today. I know I was talking about being accountable in my weight loss journey, and I was really good this week. I was super good. Last Sunday, I had what I called my cheat day. I had myself some pretzels with sour cream. I just kind of enjoyed, starches and stuff if I wanted them. This week, I only dropped a half a pound. I'm very surprised because I feel like I lost more. I was super duper careful except for Sunday. Sunday was my cheat day, like I said. And of course with this, I haven't been really wanting to eat much anyway, so I have been basically drinking protein shakes just to keep my nutrition in me. So when I only lost a half a pound, but I do have to admit, last night I had some soup for dinner. Sometimes the sodium that's in the soup will add some water to me, so maybe in another couple of days that water will come off, and maybe by next week I'll have like a better loss if I avoid the salty things before I do my Friday weigh-in. So that was my weigh-in. I'm okay. I mean, I'm working at it. I'm also been pushing myself to, I can't do the aerobic exercise, but I always stretch and do my form of beginner yoga, if that makes any sense. With my rods and my back being crooked and twisted, I'm very careful. I also take the time to do a lot of stretching because of the fact that my back goes like this and I have a rod in it. I catch myself a lot going like this. So because I'm always cramping up this side, one of the things I like to do is definitely pull this muscle and all that. I'm not going to do it on here, but, bring my arm up and stretch and then pull my arms out in front of me and maybe do like downward dog type thing. And I try to stay flexible and limber to a point to help keep myself from getting too scrunched up. So that's what I do. I did make an effort this week to push myself a little bit more and sweat a little bit more and do a little bit more with getting outside and walking around and stuff like that. So I think it's fine. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm going to keep it up. So hope you all have done pretty good too and at least had a healthy week. If you have a healthy week and you're trying really hard, that's all you can ask for. So let me know how your week went for those of you who are kind of doing the Weight Watchers here with me. Let me know how your week went. I'd love to hear about it. I was going through some things in the closet because I was looking for something, and just a little bit of nostalgia I had to show you. Oh, I don't know why they gave me a blue one, but this was my daughter's cap that they sent her in with when she was born. Oh, tiny. So teeny tiny. Okay, I won't take any more of your time. I'm taking too much time already, so we will quickly go over. I only have 2 WIPs to show you. No finished objects, like I said. The charity crochet that I was doing is sent off. I sent it off this week. It wasn't mine to show, so look on other podcasts. You might see it. I don't know. I have to see. So this is Michael's Wellness Baby. It's a 2-weight yarn. It's acrylic. It is the yarn that I am using for the So Sweet Baby Afghan, which it doesn't look like I got a lot done, but believe it or not, I did. It's moving quite rapidly. When I have time to just sit down and work on it, I get it done. I'm going to bring it up close because it's hard to see it because it's white. I think you probably could see it better, but I can see it just fine holding it myself. Can you see that? Anyway, it's coming out beautifully. It's squishy. It's got a lot of movement to it. I don't think it's going to be a stiff blanket at all. At first I was a little bit worried, but I don't think it's going to be stiff at all. But this is actually, once you know the pattern, it is so simple. It's a 2-row repeat, and I can't give it away because it's a paid-for pattern, but I will leave the link to the booklet that I bought to do this, and it has a total of 5 patterns, 3 crochet and 2 knit, and I do actually plan on, once this one's done, and the blue gingham, which I have to also start after this one's done because she ordered the pink one, the purple one, the blue one, and then she changed her mind and went back to this one. So once I'm done with this, I'll be working on the blue and white gingham baby blanket. So that will be next on the hook. That'll probably be on the hook next week because this one I may have to film it real quick to put in for next Friday's podcast because she should be picking this up. She should be picking this up on Wednesday. So that's that. And then the other thing that I did a little bit of work on in between everything else that I was doing was the SisLove half circle shawl. I'm finally starting to get some color changes, like you can see. I am really liking the way this is working up. I didn't complete it in time for the crochet along, but I don't care. I am finishing this, and this is the cake. And I really kind of like the way, at first, like I said, I was kind of nervous about this gold color, but it doesn't look bad. And this is coming up pretty good on the colors. So I don't think that looks too bad. And I think once all the colors are out and on this shawl, I think it's just going to be drop dead gorgeous. I mean, this is just a gorgeous pattern. I love it. So if you guys haven't worked on this or haven't thought about doing this, I will leave the link. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love the way it's working up. It is a chart pattern, completely chart, but it's very simple to follow. Just read it like a chart. Just read it. Do what it says at the beginning. Do what it says for your repeats, just like you would for a written pattern, and then do what it says to finish it at the end, and just watch your stitches. And then it's like this. It just keeps going. That's it. So I think you guys will have no problem at all working on that if you want to do that pattern. Also, for a update, Reggie at J Hook and Holly at the Proper Pineapple are doing a collab for this month's, for August's crochet along, and their crochet along is going to be Calling Isabella. It's the Isabella, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. It's like a poncho. It's like a wearable poncho, though. It almost looks more like a sweater type thing. But just so you know, and I will leave the link in the description box of Reggie's announcement of this, that particular pattern will be free starting tomorrow, August 1st. And it's normally a paid-for pattern, but because of the crochet along that Holly and Reggie are doing, the pattern is available for free. So even if you're not going to do the crochet along, which you should, I mean, that would be great. And it's always good fun to try something different and to push yourself and do something a little bit more than normal. But like I said, it'll be available for free for the month of August, I believe. So that's what I got for you guys today. Sorry it's not as crazy as usual. I'm trying to still keep things under wraps until I can get it fixed. So I hope you guys can forgive me. I will be doing an unboxing coming up really soon, and I hope you guys will join me for that. I'm thinking about posting that on Tuesday, if that'll be all right. I watch other people on YouTube. We all are very supportive of each other, and it's, I don't want to steal the idea from Natalie. I mean, please forgive me, I'm not trying to steal the idea, but she does a series called Getting to Know You. Now, I know I always throw in life updates about, what's been going on for the week or just little stuff here and there. But I was wondering if you guys want to do like a Q&A. Do you have anything you want to ask me, or anything that's on your mind, or anything you want to know, or anything? So if there's anything you want to know about me, or anything you want me to know about you, just leave me a message in the comment section, or you can email me. I'm pretty good about getting back with everybody. So that's what I got to talk to today, guys. Thank you so much for all your wonderful, kind, warm wishes. I did read them all. I thank you. I haven't gotten on there and responded back to them, and I'm very sorry about that. I will get back into the swing of things. I'm just trying to figure out everything. I hope you can forgive me. You guys are the best, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. So take care of yourselves, and I will be talking to you very, very soon.